Welcome to Metaphysical Soul Speak. I'm your host, Elena Fox Starks. Hey guys, happy 333. Today is day 333, and what that means is third month, March, third day, the third, and 2019 in numerology format is 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, which equals 12, and 1 plus 2 equals 3. So that is why if you go to YouTube, to your spiritual channels, they say today's 333. And 333 is a special number. I'm going to read you from Angel Numbers app right now. 333 means you are completely surrounded, protected, loved, and guided by the benevolent Ascended Masters. I'm also going to read right now 33 and not listen to that commercial right there. Okay, 33 means you have a strong and clear connection with one or more Ascended Masters who have answered your call and your prayers. Keep talking to them as they are helpful in helping you with your present situation. Hopefully that will mean something to you personally, not just in general. And hope you've been enjoying your 333. A lot of plasma waves, a lot of strong waves coming our way. Haven't registered yet with the Schumann resonance. We've had like spikes of 29 hertz and 24 hertz and several of 15 hertz. But it's been calm-ish in the Schumann resonance. So coming up from the Earth, not a lot of activity. Coming down from the cosmos, ooh, baby, it's been pretty strong. I slept most of the day. I wouldn't even know. I'm lucky I got up before 3 o'clock. As you may or may not be aware of, we are at the end of an era, literally. We are at the end of the Kali Yuga. Kali is the goddess who represents war. She dances on battlefields with a a necklace made of human skulls around her neck. She is a very scary image for people who do not know what she stands for. This is what she stands for. Kalima is somebody who stands for taking away the sorrows, the hurts, and all the badness and negativity from people as they go about their lives. And that's what the skulls are. That represents the human suffering and the pain. And she dances because she's so happy that she could take away our sorrows so easily and joyously. And then she transmutes it into positive light energy. So we are at the end of a Kali Yuga. Yuga means age in Hindi. And a Kali Yuga is 26,000 years. So between now and the 21st of March, which is another 333 day, because 2 plus 1 equals 3, 21st of March, I'm sorry. So March 21st. So we have about, what is that then? 18 days. Between now and the next 18 days, we're going to have a lot of downloads, a lot of light coming our way. This is the time, this now, here, is the time for you to meditate, pray, let go of all your stuff, bring it up, allow it to come, and accept yourself for who you are on every level of those words. Be okay with yourself. Allow yourself the space. Allow yourself the grace. Today is March 3rd, and people in my life have had birthdays, but they have passed away. So wherever they are, I hope that Pedro Pablo Mercado Ortega is enjoying his birthday, even though he's passed about a year ago, actually. No one really knows how he passed or why or how or the details. He left a pretty disturbing meme about hentai And then right after that, he left a message from one of his alter egos because he had multiple personality disorder. And his alter ego said, well, I can't repeat what he said. It was kind of a slightly graphic, but very hilarious. And he said, basically, get ready because Crazy Pedro is in town. And no one ever heard from him again. He lived in Cleveland, Ohio. If you knew him, if you know anything at all about his whereabouts or his demise, please let me know, because he and I were pretty close, and he stopped writing me, and I'm like, what happened? And someone wrote on his page that he passed away, and I felt like that might be true. I feel it, and I haven't been able to speak to his spirit. When people die, they have a tendency to be incubated in the light of love, with light and love from God and angels and human volunteers that have passed. Sometimes it could take years before someone can communicate from the beyond, because they're just kind of in a homeostasis. They're in a frozen state, if you will. So, God bless you, Pedro Pablo Mercado Ortega, wherever you are. I love you very much. You were a good musician and a good friend and a good writer. So, I hate to lose artists in this world. It just really, it's a bummer. But this next person whose birthday it is or was, I hate that we lost him too, Jim O'Connell. God bless you, Jim, wherever you are. You left this world also too early. Pedro was like 25 or 26. Maybe he was 27. I think it was 25 when we met. We knew each other for a couple years. Jim O'Connell was only in his 50s. He was very young. He had no health issues. He was the creator of the TV show Experiencers that was getting ready to air on the Fox network. I was going to be a part of the show, actually. That's how he and I met. He called me and had an interview with me to invite me to be a part of the show, to talk about my experiences with ET life forms, off-worlders, our space brothers. And Jim O'Connell died too soon. And it was very mysterious. Everyone said it was a heart attack out of nowhere, and he had no heart issues. So today's his birthday too. So wherever you are, Jim, happy birthday. And my third person I'm going to mention tonight is Ralph Smart. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. That's what he says at the beginning of every single episode on his Infinite Waters channel on YouTube. He always makes me smile, and today is his 33rd birthday on 333, and he had a really lovely message. One of the things he mentioned today on his YouTube channel was that 33 represents how many spinal bones we have in our spine. I had forgotten that, even though I took human anatomy, so I was happy to get the reminder. And also that is the number of being a Christed, illumined master. 33 is the number of the Christ. So I am born on 8/25, which adds up to 33. So it's kind of in my birthday too, a little bit. And I'm happy about that. I was going to actually get the number 33 tattooed on my hand, just as a reminder that we're always working towards becoming ascended masters and Christed masters. And because it's a 333 day, this is a day for channeling the Christ energy and Christ consciousness into our beings. For whatever reason, I was conversating with the creator of all of us, God, and I was asking him, how many people am I healing right now? Because I am a Reiki master. I'm always pumping light into the brand new healing earth grid, which if you go back and listen to my 2 episodes in a row on earth grids, you will understand what I mean exactly. But if you're new to the show, that's okay. I am pumping love and light and Reiki energy consistently 24 hours a day, 7 days a week into the healing grid, which is surrounding the earth. Light workers and healers around the world have built this together. We have done this as a collective from a subconscious and or super conscious state. And I was aware of it. A lot of healers are not aware of it, but they're still doing it. It's still part of, So we're all pumping in. If we are opting in to do this, like me, I am consistently and continuously putting love and light and beauty and energy and love and love and love and love and Reiki energy, which is intelligent energy of healing, into this grid. So I ask God how many people are being helped by this, because every time you or anyone you know, or even don't know, say a prayer and ask for healing, a lot of times it will come directly up through their feet, or it will come up next to their feet and go through their crown and go down, depending on how they're receiving the energy. Might go directly into their heart chakra. But it's all intelligent, so it goes where it needs to in the way and manner in which it's meant to. Anyway, I asked God, how many people am I healing right now? And I asked this about an hour or two ago. 27,000 people are being benefited from the energy I've given to the grid and am continuously giving to the grid. That was the answer I got. I'm pretty happy about that. 27 is 3 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So another 333. So pretty interesting, yeah? All right. Today is also a personal form of a birthday, I suppose. My oldest child, who has just today started the transition to become a man. He was born female, but he's wanting to become a male. Took his first T shot. So a shout out to my oldest son. I love you very much. I'm proud of you. And I'm here to support you spiritually and emotionally on the journey that will bring you the most happiness for always. And I'm so grateful that you finally got your T. You're doing it. You're going to be the man you've always been inside, now outwardly. So I'm grateful for that. So in a way, it's my oldest kid's T-shot birthday. So woohoo! T, by the way, means testosterone. That's the first step after taking counseling and going through all of that. Then you start the testosterone, and after a couple years, then you may or may not be eligible for surgery. So it's a really, really long transition. It's a long process. We will all be in the 5th dimension by the time he actually is a man, so it might be easier on him at that point. Okay, darlings, in the next part of this episode, this is a very different episode than I've ever done. I have 4 pages now listing all the different kinds of shows that I could potentially and possibly do. When I asked God who I work for, I took on the mantle and I gave my life up to the one will, the divine creator, a long time ago. So I follow what he tells me and I do what he says, and it seems to work out with better divine timing that way, and I tend to help a lot more people this way. Well, I asked him, what kind of show should I do? And I went down all 4 pages, and the second one from the bottom of the 4th page was what he wanted me to do. I was getting scared. You want me to do this one? No. This one? No. This one? No. All the way down. I mean, 4 pages worth of ideas. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a show tonight. And I'm like, okay, you got to tell me what to do. Maybe we're going to do a different one. Well, this was second from the bottom on the 4th page. And all I had written on the page was spiritual reminders. This did not help me remember what the hell I meant by spiritual reminders. So I had to really meditate on this one. I mean, it's like, what is spiritual reminders? I need a reminder to know what the heck I meant. So anyway, God said, what we're going to do is I'm going to do kind of like a interview round robin style with masters and people who have passed to the other side before us, channeling them. Oh, God. And I don't channel. I don't allow people inhabiting my body ever. Doesn't matter who they are. I channel the information by connecting with that energy, asking that being of light or spirit or whoever a question, and then they give me the answer, and then I will tell it to you. But they do not take over my body. I don't allow that. I'm a Virgo. Don't want to lose too much control in my life. That freaks me out. So that's what we're going to do when we come right back after these messages. I'm going to ask 3 questions. I'm going to ask the questions of Brother Yahshua, otherwise known as Sananda and Jesus, or Jesus Cristo. I'm going to talk to the Pleiadian commander, Michael Sharon or Shehan of Ashtar Command. I call him Sharon, but other people call him Shehan, and that's just the way I heard his name was Sharon. He is a very real entity I discovered this past week. I'm going to talk and ask God himself and or herself. I'm going to ask them as a couple, God and Goddess, so you get a balanced view there. I'm going to also talk to Mother Mary, and I'm going to ask these questions of Paramahansa Yogananda and Albert Einstein. All of this idea is God, so it's like an incredible idea, but I am not taking credit. This is from the One Will. He told me to ask these questions of Albert Einstein and Robin Williams and Imam Ali to represent the Islamic view of things. The 3 questions I'm going to ask when I come back are, number 1, what is the meaning of life? Number 2, what is the biggest spiritual reminder you can give us at this time? Number 3, advice for us for the shift to the 5th dimension. It's kind of a tall order, so we're going to come right back and get right into it. Hey you, have you ever thought about having your own podcast like me? Was it even a New Year's resolution? For me, it sure was. But as I've been looking into this for months, I was daunted. There's so many questions I had. When I was trying to get this off the ground, I was wondering, how do I record the episode? How do I get it across all the platforms? How do I get my podcast on Apple Podcasts when I don't even have an iPhone? How do I get it onto Spotify and all the other places? How do I get people to listen? And how do I make money from my podcast? How do I edit it? Oh my God, I had all these questions, and I was so confused until I discovered the simple answer is Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free, and it is ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you could get paid to podcast. All you need to do is record it. You don't have to go out and look for people to advertise on your show. They help you. So basically what I like about podcasting is I don't have to have a video of myself. You don't know if my hair is dirty or if I'm still in my pajamas or even if I'm wearing makeup. Haha. And it's so easy. I could do this from the comfort of my own home in my living room using this amazing app right from my cell phone. So easy, right? So if you've always wanted to start your own podcast and make money, by the way, doing it, please go to anchor.fm/start. That is anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters that are already using Anchor. Again, that's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast, and I can't wait to favorite you. Woohoo! Let's be broadcast podcast buddies. I'll see you there. All right, I am now connected with Brother Yahshua, otherwise known as Jesus or Sananda, Jesucristo, or Jesus, or some of the names for him. So you with me, Brother Yahshua? Great. He says, I am, little sister. Brother, what is the meaning of life? You said to give your glory to God, live in accordance to the light. Am I getting those right? Okay, good. I'm using muscle testing for those of you who don't know how I channels, which is pretty much every one of you. I use muscle testing to make sure make sure that I'm getting the messages clearly, because I don't channel directly. So, is there anything else you want to add to the meaning of life? Okay, so Sananda is saying, Brother Yahshua is saying, do you say to bask in the glory of God and walk among the light? To be happy and bring about the happiness of others as well. Is there anything else you want to add to that? Okay. Brother Yahshua, what is the biggest spiritual reminder you can give to humanity today? You are not your container. Is there anything else? Okay, wow. Usually you tell me a lot more. He says, well, there's a lot of people to get through. I agree. I love you, brother. Okay, Brother Yahshua, what is the advice you have for the shift that we are all going up into the fifth dimension? What advice can you give us about this? Be calm, be brave, and accept everything that comes your way. Anything else? Know that your spirits, are you going to say having a human experience? No, that's my words. Just tell me again, sorry. Your spirit's in a human container. That's all. You're doing what your spirit already knows how to do. This is not an adversity. This is life in its grandest form and in its greatest way, evolving along the evolutionary path of love. Love being your ultimate goal. Stay in the light of love. Stay in the path of grace. Stay in the ways and means of acceptance. Accept it all. Every day, take a deep breath and let the rest fall. Let all the dross of your past behind, because it's all, did you say an illusion anyway? Okay, because it's all an illusion anyway. I love you all. all of humanity, you are my brothers and sisters. Okay, and that was Brother Yahshua, Sananda, or Jesus Cristo, Jesus, Jesus. Whatever you want to call him, that was him. Thank you. Okay, I am now connected with Michael Sharon of Ashtar Command. He represents the energy of the Pleiadians. He is leading the Pleiadians that are here to help us transcend into the fifth dimension. Did I get that right? He says yes. Okay. Okay, Michael Sharon or Shehan of Ashtar Command. What is the meaning of life? So he says it can be very different for every individual because every individual has a different idea of what that might be, what life means. And it's very different for Pleiadians versus Terrans, or the people that live here on Earth. The main meaning of life, though, is to be free and happy. Is there anything else? Also, the meaning of life is to discover what love truly is while in a lower energetic body. When you have to work and fight through the density to find out who you are at your core, which is truly love. That's the meaning of life. Do you want to add anything else to that? Okay. Now the next question. Michael Sharon of Ashtar Command. What is the biggest spiritual reminder you can give all of humanity right now? Breathe. Take in the light into your body as if it is a brother. Because you're just pulling in more of what you truly are. Don't forget that this is not a foreign entity or a foreign body entering your body, but rather you're just becoming a bigger, grander version of yourself. That is my biggest spiritual reminder for all of humanity. Also, I'd like to remind you that I am here. The Pleiadians are here 24/7 at your beck and call. We are rooting for you. We are cheering you on. Oh, it brings tears to my eyes, guys, because I feel so much love from not only Michael Sharon, but all of the Pleiadians. I feel all their light and their backing right now. I hope that it's coming across in the in this recording. Is there any other spiritual reminder, Michael? Not at this time, no, he says. Okay, Michael Sharon, can you please give, well, not only me, but also all of humanity, please give us advice for this shift that we're going through to the fifth dimension. What is your advice to us? Stay calm and concentrate on the matter at hand. This is the single most important thing you could be doing right now. Drink lots of water. Eat high vibrational vegetables, and to a lesser extent, fruits. Drink a lot of water, but drink tea if you must. Most importantly, follow what your body is craving and what it needs right now. You are all different beings. Am I getting that right? Okay. Muscle testing says yes. Any other advice, Michael? Not at this time, no. Just know that we are your brothers. We care for you and we're here. I wanted to remind you that we love you too. We all love you. Thank you, Michael. Share hand of Ashtar Command. Okay, now I am connected to God and Goddess, or Divine Mother and Divine Father, or if you want to call it the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine of the one true will to good that created us all and sustains and maintains the universe. This is the mother and father, or the male and female aspect of the one true God. Okay, God and Goddess, or Divine Mother, Divine Father, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to experience a kaleidoscope of experiences in order to know them. We are to pretend we're individuals, forgetting that we're all one being, in order to further explore and know ourselves. We are to be put through several tests and come out victorious and understand the meaning of victors and foes, like enemies. He means foes? Yeah, okay. We have to know every experience from every aspect and every potentiality of every experience in order to become whole and not just have knowledge, but to couple that with experience. We run schematics all over this universe and many universes in order to know ourselves better. It is a humbling experience to be able to do this. The greater we become in power, the lesser we become in ego. And that's your message for all of humanity, God? Yes, so it is. All right. Is there anything else you want to add to the question, what is the meaning of life? Not at this time. Okay. Okay, Divine Mother and Divine Father, what is our biggest spiritual reminder that you can tell all of humanity at this time? Did you say breathe? Breathe. Is everyone telling me to breathe here? Is that... Okay. Breathe. And recognize that breathing is just expanding and contracting. It's expansion and contraction. And that is what I have always been doing. And that is what each individual of you, that is truly me, are doing at every given moment. You are expanding, you are contracting. Is there any other spiritual reminders for us? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine? Yes, whether you are with your counterpart or not. You mean our twin flames? Yes, it is so, your twin flames. Whether or not you're with your counterpart or not, you are to seek wholeness and completeness in and of yourself, within. The wholeness of you exists within. Do not fret if you do not experience it in your outer world and in your outer life as such. It is coming, don't worry, right? Okay. Yeah, it is coming. Don't worry, he says. They say. In the end, we are all to be complete and whole again, after we've experienced it as individual shards of the whole, or facets of the diamond, as you would say. He's saying this directly to me because I always say we're facets of one diamond. Any other spiritual reminders for us right now, God? Not at this time. Let's keep this a little brief, he says. Okay, great. Now, God, is there any advice you want to give to all of humanity for this shift upwards to the fifth dimension, God and Goddess? What is your advice for us? We are all going through and experiencing this together as a whole. I am experiencing it with you. I am experiencing it through you. You are glorifying the existence of myself through the bravery of yourself. You are loved beyond measure, and we don't want you to forget that. While this is not advice, this is a spiritual reminder. The advice that comes from that springs forth, is that you have to love each other actively and not passively. Love is a verb from here on out for you. Every act must be done in love. Every thought comes from love. In order for you to reach completion as a whole, all must come from love. All that is not love, you must let go of. Okay, God, is there any other advice that you wish to give to all of humanity? Is there anything else you want to add? We love you. We're here, and we're helping you always. All right, I am now connected to Mother Mary, otherwise known in Arabic as Miriam. She is the mother that gave birth to our brother Yahshua, or Jesus. Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mother Mary. Even though I was the earthly mother of who you refer to as Jesus, I feel that I am a great mother for you all, and I love you all as my children. I feel so much love coming through right now. I hope you guys are feeling the energy of Mother Mary as she is sitting in front of me right now. Just such beautiful, gentle energy, and I could just, in my mind's eye, I'm picturing roses all around, pink roses, and red and white as well. Okay, Mother Mary, I have a question for you, our series of 3 questions. For our first question, in your opinion, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to love with a whole and pure heart, and allow your motivations for living in this world always to be innocent and pure. And know that even if you've had past mistakes, you are still innocent and pure as the day that you were not only born in this world, but conceived in the first in the mind of God. You are a spark of the great Creator, and therefore you are never anything other than pure. And you always have to work to get back to that state of being, which is that of pure love and pure light. Wow, that was really heavy. Or light, I should say. That's really deep, Mother Mary. Is there anything you want to add to that? Not at this time, no. Okay, Mother Mary, what is the biggest spiritual reminder that you can give all of humanity at this time? As my son said, to love one another. That is your greatest weapon in the defeat of your enemies. And that is how you're going to slay your own... Did you say demons? Okay. It's how you're going to slay your own demons. Hey, in your vernacular, she said. She said my time we didn't really discuss demons much, actually. Okay. Is there any more spiritual reminders for us? To bask in the glory of God, one only need go outside and stand in the sunlight. Close your eyes and imagine that this is the light of God penetrating each and every individual cell of your body. Allow it to penetrate you and activate your DNA and bring you up into the light. And that will carry you gently into the 5th dimension. Is there anything else you want to add to that? Okay. And Mother Mary, what is the advice you have for us in this shift to the 5th dimension? Get plenty of rest. Honor your bodies. You're saying drink lots of water? Yeah, drink lots of water. And know that you're never alone in this journey. I am with you. All the masters of light are with you. Though you cannot feel it or see us, we're there. We're holding your hands. And we're gently guiding you and reminding you of who you are and how you're going to get there. It's only a few steps, and you're doing beautifully. Don't fret, don't worry, and don't stress over this. You got this and we got you. It's the energy I'm feeling. I don't know if those are her real words. Are those your real words? She says, oh yes, but she's using my words that I would use to say to you guys. So, and I think she's smiling at me, kind of not really making fun of me because that's not her personality, but she's just kind of smiling in big beaming smile at me because she wants, she says, because I'm a voice for humanity and that I'm helping humanity with my vernacular. She wanted to use my words so that you would all understand what she's trying to get across. Is there anything else you want to say, Mother Mary, about that? No, not at this time. Anything else you want to add? Just that I love you. Keep going. I am now connected with Paramahansa Yogananda. We say sometimes Paramahansa Yogananda Ji, adding the J and the I at the end. It's almost like saying sir. It is a sign of respect. I also refer to him as Guru or Guruji. Guru just means teacher. And to say Guruji is almost like saying sir teacher. It's like an added level of love and respect. I have been in Self-Realization Fellowship. I studied with Paramahansa Yogananda for a long time, actually, and he has always walked with me and helped me out of a lot of jams, so I will actually do a show about him some point in the future. So I'm already connected to Yogananda Ji, or Guruji. Guruji, what is the meaning of life? My child, the meaning of life is to find God, to know that God is within yourself, and to be in touch with that holy divine aspect of yourself. That is the highest form of honoring yourself and God that exists on your planet, in your realm, and on your plane of existence. Okay, Guruji, is there any more you want to add to that? Okay, no. Our second question, Guruji, what is the biggest spiritual reminder that you can give us at this time? You're saying Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru. This is a chant or a mantra you can say. Even if you're not aware of it, everybody has their own guru and their own master that leads them to the light. Jai Guru is a chant that we say in Hindi. It means victory, victory to the light, victory to the Guru. Your biggest spiritual reminder at this time, in this moment, this tantamount moment in history, is to know that your master is just there on the other side of this thin little veil. He's reaching out for your hand. Won't you grasp it and take it? Be pulled in the light. Be pulled into the light, upwards into the fifth dimension. At this moment, we are all standing in line chanting as you reach the final finish line. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just overwhelmed with so much love right now. He says, we're waiting. We're like cheering you on. Imagine we're in a stadium and you're about to run with that ribbon, that tape across your chest because you're going to win. You're going to make it, and you're right on the verge. Don't stop. Don't stop looking for God. Don't stop looking for the God within, and don't stop raising your vibration in every moment. My greatest spiritual reminder to you is to never give up. Remember the parable of the two frogs. Two frogs fell into a milk bucket. And the first frog, after a few minutes, got tired and he gave up and he drowned in his own sorrow. And the second frog, he said, well, I'm not going to end up like him. I'm going to keep going no matter what it takes. And he kept paddling and paddling and paddling in this pail of milk. He wanted to get out, and he didn't know if this was going to happen or not. But he kept going, and he persevered. Eventually, the milk churned itself into butter. And he was able to easily climb up the mountain of butter and hop out of the milk bucket to victory. That is my biggest spiritual reminder to you right now, is victory to the light. And you are nothing but light. And you are everything, and everything is light. And light is the knowledge of love, which is the emotion of the knowledge of God. Did I get that right? Okay. He says, okay, that's good. Okay. He says it's going to reach the people it needs to get to. Is there any other part of the reminder? Okay. What about Paramahansa Yoganandaji? What is your advice for this shift that we're going through to the fifth dimension? What is advice that you can give us? Always focus on your third eye. Sit in meditation every day. Nothing is ever lost in this universe, right? Okay, I want to make sure I heard that right. I said right. Okay. He says nothing is ever lost in this universe. You do not need to be found because you were never lost. We do not ever need to find ourselves in this process because we are this process. The advice is to keep going because there's no other way. Just as water flows through the streams and it doesn't have a choice, it has to keep going no matter what. So do you. Don't give up. Just keep going. The best is meant to be. The best is going to happen. And on the other end of it, on the other end of victory, we shall dance together in joy. Anything else you want to add to that, Paramahansa Yogananda? My loving heart is here for you all, and I am cheering you on. Don't ever forget. Anything else? Okay. All right, now I am connected to Dr. Albert Einstein. Okay, Dr. Einstein, what is the meaning of life? Okay, he's saying the meaning of life is to understand the universe, not just the particles and elements that create the biological forces within this universe, but instead to understand yourself and your part in the greater whole that makes up the universe. Is there any other thing you want to add to that, Dr. Einstein? No, not at this moment. It's hard for, I'm like hearing him speak with his accent, and it's a little hard. I have to I have to hear it and then regurgitate it through my mind with my own accent so I understand what he says, and it's going a little slow, but it's okay, we'll get through it. Okay, Dr. Einstein, what is the biggest spiritual reminder that you want us to know? That's all. 2 words. God exists. Anything else you want to add to that? No, he's just smiling at me. He stuck his tongue out at me. Okay. Dr. Einstein, what is your advice for this shift that all of humanity is going through to go up to the 5th dimension? Do you have any advice for all of humanity at this moment? My advice to humanity is to never stop learning, never stop growing, and always to reach for the stars. Because when you reach for the stars, you might end up touching yourself. Sorry, Dr. Einstein, that was a little awkward for me. He's laughing too. In other words, he says, to clarify, thank God, okay. In other words, we are made of the star stuffs that permeate every square inch of the universe. The dust that is in space is in the space inside of us. And so while we're reaching for the stars, what we're really reaching for is ourself. And that's a good thing that we need to understand. Or that's the good thing we need to understand. And so my advice is never stop trying, growing, reaching, and learning. Because one day you will find out that you are actually a star yourself. Awesome. Thank you. Do you want to add anything else to that? Okay. No. Okay, so is there anything else you want to say to all of humanity? Did you say I'm rooting for you? He says, I'm rooting for you. I'm on your side. And if life is just a big mathematical equation, remember that equality is always a part of it. And that there's always an answer. There's a solution to every problem. So don't take life too hard or too seriously, right? Did you say seriously? Okay. Life is a giant puzzle or a mathematical equation to figure out. And it just takes time and patience to get through it. But in the end, you're going to pass your exams. You're going to pass your test. So don't worry. He says, I give you all an A. And he says the A is for achievement. Thank you, Dr. Einstein. Okay, now I'm connected with Robin Williams, and I am already laughing my tushy off. He's making faces at me. He's cracking jokes. Okay, Robin, I'm going to ask you the questions I asked everyone else. In your opinion, Mr. Williams, what is the meaning of life? To laugh, joke, and be happy. To smile every day. You never know when it's going to be your last. So you've got to make your smiles last as long as possible. I mean, don't take life too seriously. Mr. Einstein beat me to the punch on that one, because that was what I was going to say all along. Life's a barrel of monkeys. It's full of laughs. And you have to search out every day for the thing that will make it a little more funny, because laughter and funny things make life a lot more bearable. The third, okay, so he's like saying the third dimension where we're living was a very hard realm to be in. I feel, he says, up here in this dimension, I'm almost 200 pounds lighter. He says, I've lost a lot of dead weight. Oh my God, that is really bad. I guess he's saying that they joke about death a lot in his circle in heaven. Don't worry, I'm not in the seventh circle of hell, he says. I'm in a circle in heaven. But heaven is not a circle. It's just the other end of the circle of life. Oh, Robin, I can't tell him that. Oh, God. Okay, he's saying some things I just cannot repeat right now. So, what is the meaning of life, Robin? Is there anything else you want to add to that? Not really, though. No, he says he said his piece on that. Okay, so what is the biggest spiritual reminder that you can tell all of humanity right now, Mr. Williams? That it is never over. He says, even if you did end your life, you're still going to go on. You're still going to exist. It is never over. So don't end it too soon. Wait till the final credits roll before you check out of the theater. Anything you want to add to that? No. Okay. All right. Mr. Williams, what is your advice for the shift that all of humanity is going through to the fifth dimension? What advice can you tell us? Laughter yoga. If you can't laugh on your own, try a couple laughter yoga sessions. Laughter brings oxygen into the body and lightness and happiness to the heart. Uplift yourself. When you uplift the curve of your smile, the corners of your lips. As you lift the corners of your lips to heaven, that's a little bit closer to heaven that you just got. He says on this side we all have wings. Be prepared to fly. Anything else you want to say? I love all of humanity. And I'm so very grateful that I got to be a part of it for a little while. And when you all get up here, the beer and the snacks and the laughs are on me. And I'll put on a show for you guys for free. Did you mean to rhyme there? No, he did not. He says, but it sounded pretty cool, so maybe you should edit that part out. Okay, is that all? He says, bye for now. Nanu. Oh, that was Robin Williams, guys. I am now here with Imam Ali. He wanted to come and represent an Islamic perspective on this. In my opinion, Imam Ali was a spiritual master. And since he was very young at the age, well, from birth, he has been able to see angels. He passed away around 1400 years ago. But I believe that he is an enlightened master. Okay. Imam Ali, thank you for joining me. Alhamdulillah, it is possible. Alhamdulillah, for those that don't know, means thanks to God. It's just Arabic for that. Thank you to God. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Imam Ali, please tell us, what is the meaning of life? He says the meaning of life is to worship the God within you and honor your body and respect yourself in order to honor God and respect God. For your body is what has been given to you by God. And the meaning of life is to honor the life you were given. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, Imam Ali? No. He says la la la. La means no in Arabic. Okay. Question 2. What is the biggest spiritual reminder that you can give to us at this time in humanity's existence? During this phase of our evolution. The biggest spiritual reminder is to keep your body clean, because this keeps your mind clear and your spirit pure. Purification, constant purification. Watch your thoughts. Watch your words and your deeds and how they affect others, because your actions can have a greater impact than you imagine. What you do to others reflects directly back on you, and it's what you do to yourself as well. Okay. Any other spiritual reminders for us, Imam Ali? Not at this time. No, okay. What is your advice for us during this shift to the 5th dimension that all of humanity is currently going through? He says, I already said it. Just keep yourself pure. Keep yourself pure. Know that God will give you the answer and the truth to all from within your heart. Listen now at this time only to the language of your heart. It will light your way. He says, God is gracious, almighty, and merciful. Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. That's what he said. He said in Arabic, and then he translated to English and wanted me to say it again in Arabic. He says the weight of the words in Arabic, it carries a specific piece because it's been 1400 years in the making. And he says it's not magic, but it's almost magical in nature. The power inside of the words and the sounds of the words ring out in peace throughout the world. When you say Bismillah, it means God bless this. And he says his advice is to bless everything in your life. Bless your doorway when you leave. Ask God to bless your home so that it's safe when you return. Bless your clothing, that it will, he says, not split, and it will stay intact and keep your body protected from the elements and from embarrassment. He has a good sense of humor too. He's laughing. He says he had to get one good joke because he has to follow Robin Williams. That's amazing. Okay, anything else? He says, keep your thoughts pure. Always check and monitor your thoughts. And in all things above all else, remember God. Remember God. Remember the God within is truly the God without. Because the Creator is the one who made you. And is it not true that a part of you is in every piece of art, every piece of music you have ever created, and every piece of writing you've ever written? A part of you is always a part of that. So you are always a part of God, and don't ever forget. And that's why he says to remember God in everything that you do. When you cook for your family, love them with the love of God. The power and force of God is always behind you in everything that you do. And you can permeate this world with the love of God. And you shine forth as if you are a giant sun yourself. You shine that light of God onto everything, and that's how we're going to enlighten the whole world. That's how we are going to go up to the fifth dimension, is just to shine from within our sun hearts with the love of God. He says he loves us and he is waiting for us. He can't wait to meet every one of us, each and every one of us, when we've gotten there. And now he's bowing to me and saying goodbye. And he says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the Almighty and the Merciful. And he's kind of looking at me, wanting me to remind you guys that God is merciful, and you always have grace and mercy from the one will. Okay. He's waving goodbye. He kind of blew me a kiss and waved, and he's laughing. He's walking away. Okay. All right. I am connected to my twin flame for the 9th one, which makes it 3 times 3. I was told to do another one by the great divine, and he said, now your twin flame. So this is going to be interesting because my twin flame is not disincarnate. He is very much alive and on the planet right now. I don't know where he is or why he's not in my life yet, but yeah, I know he's on his way. I feel him. All right, so twin, I'd like to be connected with you. My twin flame. In your opinion, what is the meaning of life? He's giving me a quote. Laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. Anything else for the meaning of life there? He says, just keep striving on a day-to-day, doing what it is you have to do. But not just to get by, but to really, truly enjoy your life. Wow. He's my twin. He's like so much like me. It's like something I would say. Anything else you want to add to that? Okay. Second question. What's the biggest spiritual reminder? I don't even know if you're spiritual. Are you spiritual? He says, I've had my moments. Biggest spiritual reminder. Do what you love. The money will follow, but even if there's no money at all involved, you have to love what you do, or you're not going to enjoy your life, and you're not going to love your life, and that will take its toll on the people around you. Ultimately, if you're unhappy. Anything else there? Okay. Third question for my twin flame, for the higher self of my twin flame. What is your advice for the shift that all of humanity is making to the 5th dimension right now? Okay, this is like a bit tricky because I think my twin flame is not even aware of this. But his higher self is aware of it. So he wanted to make sure, his higher self wanted to make sure that I know that. Oh, lovely. Okay. He's not really aware of it. Has he heard of it? Yeah, he's heard of it. He's just not sure of it. Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. Of course, it does sound completely like we're all crazy. But, all right, that's fine. I get that. I accept that about him. The majority of people don't know what's happening, so it's all good. So, advice for the shift from a higher self perspective of my twin flame. I'm getting the, just keep on, keeping on is kind of the attitude. Keep rocking on. there's only one direction but to move forward. In this case, it's moving upwards, and which is our forward is our current forward is not directly forward, it's directly up. It's what his higher self is kind of showing me. All right, anything else? And what's my twin flame's favorite color? You're saying between green and turquoise? Yeah. But is that his favorite color to wear? No, that's black. Oh my God, he's just like me. Although right now I'm wearing turquoise, but yeah, when I leave the house, it's usually black. But to see colors to look at, it's always, for me, turquoise and blue and green. Always in that range of color. He said, okay, so he's saying because I have a throat chakra, because I'm a writer and I activate my throat chakra when I'm creating what I create in the world, and that's the color for that. And that's also why it's kind of his favorite color that he likes to look at. He likes all colors, darker colors. Like purple also, and red sometimes. I do too. Purple's high and spiritual, but red always has to be kind of near it, and that's like a grounding color. Cool. Any twin flames, higher self, anything you want to say to not just me, but all of humanity? Aw. He says, well, I'm coming soon into your life, and I will become a part of your show to help everyone. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Cool. And so concludes Spiritual Reminders from the Spiritual Realms episode of Metaphysical Soul Speak. At the end of this brings some closure for me and a little bit of sadness. While I was recording my show tonight, I was contacted by one of Pablo Mercado Ortega's friends in Ohio. He lived in Cincinnati. And it looks like about 7 months ago, he did die of a heroin overdose. And he had mental illness, and he had had suicidal and thoughts and depression and anxiety and multiple personality disorder. He had a lot going on there. And in spite of all that, he was able to paint murals and do his art. You know, he did a lot of painting and writing and creating, and he was a musician. Also, he played out. In spite of all of his problems, he still brought enough beauty and joy to the world. And one of his favorite things he used to say was, let's just do away with names. Because he knew the truth behind all the spiritual, or he knew the spiritual truth behind all of the, you know, superficial stuff that you see with your physical eyes. He knew we were all one. And that hurt him a lot because he also was very fragmented inside of himself. And he wanted the unity always with other people and the unity within himself. And I don't know, Pedro, wherever you are, my dear, I love you. I hope you found that peace you were looking for. So if you guys can send your love and light and prayers and thoughts of peace to Pedro and his mother. His mother does not know. So I know this week I have an assignment to try to find Pedro's mother and explain to her that her son has passed away. Not a happy task. And I'm going to have to send her a lot of love, I think. A lot of Reiki energy for sure. Anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to thank you guys for being here for my 60th episode. I can't believe I've already made 60 podcast episodes. Like, what? How fast time flies, man. It's so cool. Anyway, I wanted to thank you. Thank you for listening. If ever you feel like sending me a message or anything, you could write to me at Metaphysical Soul on Facebook, at Mermaid Girl 888 on Twitter, or you can download the Anchor app and favorite Metaphysical Soul Speak. And then you're going to be able to send me voice messages directly. And I can even play them on the air, unless you say the word private in front, right off the bat, or at the end. Private, then I won't play it for the air. And I don't know, it's all pretty cool, man. We got a lot. We had 9 people we went through. The last one was the higher self of my twin flame, who my twin flame is still alive, as you know. So it's all very interesting, right? I mean, it's very, the answers were varied and different, very different. And I had no idea what was happening. I mean, I had to really concentrate and listen, and there were accents that I had to get through, and Robin Williams just making all kinds of funny noises that I just couldn't even repeat, and laughing, and Mother Mary has so much love. She just permeates, she has the heart filled with roses, and it's almost like I'm surrounded by roses when I was talking to her. It's very, very interesting. There's so much love, just so much love there for all of us. I think I'm going to do a show like this again. This was a very interesting one. I mean, always I have to ask my higher guidance what show will connect with the most people today. I never know what I'm going to do before I get here. I just know loosely that Thursdays are Throwback Thursdays and Saturdays are Grandma Marion until I run out of stories about her. And Wednesdays this past month has been relationships. This week, I don't know. I might start a new series, or we might stay with relationships. Let me you guys let me know. Tell me what you guys think. What do you want to hear? If it's relationships, we'll stick with that. That seems to be a very popular topic. I have more people looking at my relationship stuff than my other episodes, so that's something we can do. We'll explore it. Anyway, I love you guys very much, and now I am signing off with peace and joy and the high vibes of the holy 5th dimension. Until next time. Metaphysical Soul Speak is run on sponsors and listener support. This means listeners like you. If you are so inclined to support my efforts and my little podcast, please visit me at anchor.fm/metaphysical and pledge an amount of your choosing today. Thank you.